Talk Show. The Alford Sports Talk Show. Your host is here for the show tonight to interview our special guest. Show highlight the Alford Sports Talk Show. The Alford Sports Talk Show. Football, basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, boxing, tennis, golf, and racing. The Alford Sports Talk Show. The Alford Sports Talk Show. Tune in for all the news and scores, reporting on the games and so much more. The Alford Sports Talk Show. 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 Your host is here for the show tonight.
Yes, indeed. We just get this all sorted out here. We're here at the Alford Sports Talk Show. Sorry about the technical glitch, but we're looking good. We're looking real good. Okay, so pass is complete to Mike Evans. First down, and we're doing great here. It's a rainy day in Tampa. Let me get this all sorted out for you guys. Make sure we're synced in. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Nice pass around midfield. It's a rainy day in Tampa. Okay, so Baker's under center. 1st and 10. Let me get the clock up to date. Hands it off to Bucky Irvin. Takes up the middle. Is going to get about nice gain, about 5 yards on the play. And let me make sure the time is synced up. I'm going to get the scoreboard up as well real soon. We don't let the rain stop us here at the Alford Sports Talk Show. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on the game in just a moment here. Let me go ahead and get the scoreboard up for you guys. All right. Here we go. There you go. Scoreboard is up. Okay. And as you know, the Bucs got to win this game. They got to win this game. Otherwise, it's a wrap. And not only that, it's 3rd and 2. They're at the 42-yard line. McMillan's in motion. Baker's under center. Hands it off to Bucky Irvin. And Bucky Irvin's going to get the first down. He's going to get about 4 yards on the play. Burst down, Buccaneers. Let's go. Let's go. All right. It is a rainy day in Tampa. The rain is coming down. Shout out to Diamonds Casino, all the way from Reno, Nevada, joining us here. That's right. All the way from Reno, Nevada. Diamonds Casino. Appreciate you guys. All right. So it's 1st and 10. Bucs are driving really well in the rain. It's a good medium rain right now. Cloudy day. They're at the 37-yard line. Baker's on the center. Bucky Irvin's the back. Play action pass. Looking for a target. Baker's looking for a target. Still shuffling it. He's going to run for the play. and going to get about 8 yards, 9 yards on a play, real short of the first down, real close. And Baker's like, hey, man, I got to do it by myself. You guys ain't going to help me out. So doing really well. Let me go ahead and get this up to date here. All right, Baker, he lowers his shoulder and trying to get it. Okay. They have to, let's see here, the 28-yard line. Shotgun formation for Baker. Looking for a target. Throws it complete to Cade Otton for the first down. They're within the red zone. Cade Otton, he's got no gloves on, but he's just going ahead and doing it in the rain. He's a better man than me. You couldn't catch me in the rain with no gloves on playing football. That's for sure. But he's there. He's doing his thing. Okay. Let me make sure the time is up on par too. Yeah, we're doing good. Okay, Baker's shotgun formation at the 18-yard line. Looking for a target. Throws it. Complete touchdown, Cade Otton. We get up to a great start in the rain. There we go. Cade Otton with a touchdown pass. There you go in the rain. 2 catches in a row to Cade Otton. Let's go. Yeah. Touchdown Bucs. Yes. That's how you get the start of the game going. Cade Otton. There you go. Throws it right to Cade Otton, and he holds on to, and he takes it. There you go. So the point after kick is up, and it's good. Appreciate you guys joining us here on the Allen Alford Sports Talk Show. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the Allen Alford Sports Talk Show. Appreciate you guys. Live chat is available. Cade Otton. Bucs get the ball. They go right down and drive. Nice drive there for the first to get the game started. Awesome. So we're going to see what we do here. Let's go. Yes, sir. I'm going to get this clip right up for you guys. We don't play games here at the Allen Alford Sports Talk Show. I'm going to get this clip up for you guys. Cade Otton. Whoops. There we go. Appreciate all you guys joining us here on the final regular season game of the season. Appreciate you all. All right. Let me get this clip up for you guys. Okay. Let's see here. It's commercial break. We got this, guys. So the Bucs have to win today, and they got to hope their arch rival, the Saints, do take care of business and they beat the Falcons. That's what they got to. But if the Bucs lose today, it's a wrap. So they still have a chance. They got to win today's game, and it. All starts from there. Let me get this clip up for you guys. Baker Mayfield to Cade Otton, and that's his first touchdown of the year to Cade Otton. Better late than never on the last regular season game. It is the first touchdown for K. Dotton for the whole season. Hey, folks, let me know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Let's go ahead and get it up here. Let me get this up here. Baker Mayfield to K. Dotton. Yes, sir. So there's going to be a touchback for the Panthers. Let me get this. All right. Okay. So they bring the ball all the way up to 35 because it's touchback. Bryce Young is on the center. He changes the play. Hands the ball off. And it's going to be a loss of about a 2-yard loss. 2-yard loss. So I'm going to get this up for you guys here so you can see it. Let's see. Okay. Personal foul on the Bucs. Unnecessary roughness on number 95. So what was a loss of down, a loss of yardage, ends up being a personal foul call. I don't know what the Bucs are doing here. I mean, it's very simple. You wrap them up. Oh, I see what they did at the very end. He gave them that little extracurricular activity and pushed them down. The ref didn't appreciate that, and I can understand that. See, this is what cost the Bucs right here. I'm gonna talk more about that throughout the broadcast. So the ball gets all the way moved up now to about midfield, which was a 2-yard loss. Not a smart play for the Bucs. Not a smart play at all for the Bucs. You had the man wrapped up. I don't see why you need to do all that. They're at the 50-yard line now, 1st and 10. 15's in motion. Hands it off. It slips to Hubbard. Let me just see something here. So loss of a yard for the running back. It is the rain is starting to pick up here. It's not a medium rain. It's kind of raining kind of hard a bit now. It's nice steady rain. My guy, Mickey Delaney, appreciate you. So it's 2nd and 12 with the 2-yard loss. And let me just get the next play. Bryce Young is looking for a target. Throws a screen pass underneath to Hubbard. Hubbard's trying to break a tackle. He's going to get maybe a yard. So really not much of a gain on that play. Good defense by Reddick. Always nice to hear from you, Mickey. Here we go. And the rain is picked up. It's a nice, steady, I would say, hard rain now. It's definitely not raining light. Props and prayers to the cheerleaders and everybody's at the game because they're getting wet today. All right, so they're at midfield. Still at midfield. Bryson, shotgun formation, no back in the backfield. Looking for a target. Throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete pass. Throws about a 15-yard pass broken up by Winfield Jr. Really appreciate you guys. So the Panthers going to have to punt here. And let me get this clip up here for you guys. I wasn't able to send it just yet. Props alive on assists. Here we go. Okay. Punt is up. And it's going to let it go in the backfield. They're going to let it go in the backfield. All right. So let's see here. Let me get this clip up for you guys so you can see it. Let me get this clip up for you guys real quick. Oops. All right, we're doing great. Oops. All right. Let me just make sure we got everything up here. Here we go. Doing great. So the Bucs are going to take over at the 35-yard line on commercial break right now and see if they can win a game in the rain here because it is raining really well there. Okay, it says Antoine Winfield Jr. was credited with the pass defend on the incompletion on Carolina's third down attempt. His 8 pass defend this season are the second most in any single season in his career. So props to Antoine Winfield Jr. Nice. Let's see what you got here. Duval. Soundwave Nick. Appreciate you. So yeah, it might be raining outside in Tampa, but we're having a great time indoors. And it's raining really well there in Tampa too. So the Bucs are huddling up here. This is great. This is great fun here. So when they show the highlights, it's covered in like rain. It's got a good rain on it. So if you just joined us, K. Dotton gets his first touchdown catch and of the whole season. So Baker's on the center. Rashad White's the back. They're at the 20-yard line. Beg your pardon. 20-yard line. Hands off to Rashad White. Gets about 2 yards on a play. And it's raining. It's still raining well. Let's see here. Yes, I'm a huge Jags fan. What fan are you? The Bucs. The Bucs. Yep, the Bucs. Let's see if they win today's game. So at the 22-yard line, Baker's a shotgun formation, looking for a target. Throws it to K. Dotton again. He's complete. Going to get about 5 yards on a play. Going to get about 5 yards on a play. All right. Let's see what they got here on third down, 3rd and 4. Here we go. Rashad White's still in the backfield. Baker's in shotgun formation. Baker's looking for a target. Gets some pressure. Throws it to Mike Evans. Complete. Going to get about 17 yards on a play. Flag is on the play, though. Flag is on a play. Let's see what it is. Pass interference. Defense. Penalty decline. First down. Penalty decline. They give pass interference on the Panthers anyway. Mike Evans catches the ball. Gets about 17 yards on a play. And Mike Evans is wearing no gloves today. I just noticed that. He's wearing no gloves. I don't know about that, but Mike Evans is wearing no gloves today, folks. Hands it off to Rashad White. Rashad White looking for a place to run. Going to get maybe a yard on a play. So we're doing great here on the Allen Alford Sports Talk Show. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys there on Instagram too. All right, Baker Mayfield looking for a target. There we go. Throws it underneath to Bucky Irvin. Bucky Irvin's going to get a nice gain here, about first down and more, about 14 yards on a play. I love how the Bucs are moving their offense today. They're not being overly aggressive. They're taking what the defense is giving them, and it's working really well. Just keep doing what you're doing. All right. So they're at the 39-yard line. Baker's on the center. Bucky Irvin's the back. McMillan's in motion. End around, gives it to Johnson. Johnson's going to get about 5 yards on a play. Nice. Great job, Bucs. Appreciate you guys. Okay, rain is still raining pretty good today. The 35-yard line. Baker is on the center, looking for a target. Shaking and baking. He's going to run it out. Going to get close to the first down and does get the first down. Lowers his shoulder and gives the guy a little bump. The flag is on a play at the end of the play. Let's see what the flag is. Let's see what the flag is. It was at the end, the very end of the play. Taunting on the defense. Taunting on the defense. Unsportsmanlike conduct. So they give taunting on the defense to Jackson. So Jackson doing a little extra here. We'll take those 15 yards, Jackson. Appreciate you. There you go. So let's see where they're at now. Closer and closer. They're all the way at the 13-yard line. Baker Mayfield, play action pass. Looking for a target. Throws it across the field. Oh, he had him. He had him, but just a little bit too far left. Durham was a target. All right. He threw it all the way across the field. Okay. Let's see here. All right. So they hand it off to Bucky Irvin. Bucky Irvin's going to get maybe 2 yards on a play. Third down. And the Bucs can get a first down before getting into the end zone. They're around the 14. They're going to be now around the 12-yard line. Let's see what the Bucs do here. Here we go. They're at the 11-yard line. Baker's a shotgun formation. Looking for a target. Looking for a target. Still looking for a target. Scrambles to the left. Looking for a target still. Throws it in the end zone. Incomplete to Mecca Buka. There's a target. They had all time today time and incomplete to Mecca Buka. 4th and 8. And Emeka Buka's not wearing any gloves either. So a lot of the receivers today are not wearing gloves. Here we go. Chase McLaughlin. Field goal attempt is up and it's good. 29-yard attempt is successful. You see here. So, yes, indeed. So, yes, 29-yard attempt is successful. And shout out, let me go ahead and give a shout out to a few people here while we're at commercial break. Shout out to Assist Sports, Assist Live, for bringing us this wonderful opportunity here on the Allen Alford Sports Talk Show. It's wonderful that we're able to call the games, and we call the games the entire season. This is the final game of the regular season. We'll see if the Bucs make it to the playoffs and go from there. But definitely props to Assist Sports, live on assist.com. Appreciate them tremendously for giving us this opportunity here on the Allen Alford Sports Talk Show. It's been a great season. I can't believe that this is the final regular season of 2025. Well, now 2025-2026 season, I should say. So, yes, this is the final game of regular season game of the year. It's going to go by fast. So, props to Assist Sports. Really appreciate you guys. Yeah, it did seem to go by fast, the season. So, yes, indeed. And it definitely went by real fast. So, we'll see how it all plays out, whether the Bucs make it. Another game we'll be doing here on Assist Sports. And it is still raining medium to hard right now in Tampa Bay. Still a good crowd there, and they're getting, if you don't have any poncho on, you're getting wet. That's for sure. So the Bucs are going to kick it off to Carolina. Yeah, props to everybody who's at the game because it's a rainy day in Tampa. Props to you all dealing with the rain. All right, let's see what the Bucs can do here. We have Dowdle in the backfield, the 35-yard line. Here we go. Here we go. It's interesting that. Okay, let's see here. Bryce Young, and it's raining good. Bryce Young is on the center, and we have a flag on the play. It looks like it's false start. False start, number 68. 68 on the offense. Yeah, it's raining good in Tampa. Here we go. They're at the 50-yard line. Bryce Young's in shotgun formation. 15's in motion. Hand it off. The play action pass. Those are to 84 screen pass. Going to get about 5 yards on a play. Stopped by Reddick. That was Evans. And it's coming close down to the end of the first quarter. Please make sure the time is on. Okay. Let me get this thing synced up here. They give it to Dowdle. He's going to get about 2 yards on a play. Yaya Diaby with the stop. Final play of the first quarter. All right, so it's the end of the first quarter. All right. End of the first quarter here. With the field goal that Chase McLaughlin got in today's game, now has 386 points scored as a Buccaneer, moving him past Ryan Suckup, 384 in 8th place in the franchise all-time scoring list. Props to Chase McLaughlin. All right. We're doing great here. Yelling out for Sports Suck Show. Final regular season of the game. Regular season game. Final regular season game of the 2025-2026 season. Doing great. So we have commercial break here. Okay. Here we go. They're at the 44-yard line. Bryce Young shotgun formation. Hubbard's in the backfield. Looking for a target. Throws it incomplete. Off the hands of McMillan. Incomplete off McMillan. Oh. 4th and 8. Fourth and 8 right now. The Panthers are going for it. They're at the 43.5-yard line. Shotgun formation for Bryce Young. They try to draw him off sides. The Bucs don't go for it. There's a flag on the play. Delay of game. Panthers. They try to draw him off sides, and the Bucs didn't go for it. Good job on the Bucs there. And it's raining hard in Tampa. Good, steady, hard rain like the movie. Here we go. They're going to go ahead and kick the punt. Sam Martin kicks it off. Punt is up. Fair catch called at the Nope, they don't let it go. It's going to be around the 6-yard line. The Bucs are going to take it deep in their territory, the 6-yard line. They're saying the Panthers have had a roller coaster season, ups and downs. So it's been a win-loss type season for the Panthers. Here we go. Let's go. So the Bucs are Baker's on the center. 15's in motion. Hands off to Bucky Irvin. Bucky Irvin's going to get about 3 yards on a play. And the receivers again for the Bucs, at least for the Bucs, they have no gloves on. That's something different. No gloves in the rain. Here we go. Here we go. Baker's looking for a target. Throws it, incomplete. Raining real hard. 3rd and 7. That rain is coming down hard. Hard rain like the movie. Bucky Irvin was a target, incomplete, right through his hands. And Bucky Irvin is another person who has no gloves on. The Bucs are at the 9-yard line. Rachaad White's the back. Shotgun formation for Baker. Looking for a target. Throws it complete to McMillan. First down. Going to get stopped around the 21-yard line. And McMillan does have gloves on. He's one of the rare receivers today that has gloves on. So Bucky Irvin, Emeka Buka, Mike Evans are rocking no gloves, and so is Cade Otton. Cade Otton's in the backfield. Rachaad White's in the backfield. Baker's on the center, the 20-yard line. Gives it to Rachaad White. Pitches to Rachaad White. It's going to get about 3 yards on a play. Good stop by Scott. Good stop by Scott. Walker Jr. has been downgraded to out. Giving you guys the injury update. Walker Jr. is downgraded to out. Okay. They're at the 23-yard line. Baker Mayfield's shotgun. Emeka Buka's is in motion. Looking for a target. Throws it incomplete. Target was Cade Otton. Yeah, Mike Evans going gloveless today. So is Bucky, Emeka, and Cade Otton. 3rd and 7. Let's see if that makes a difference. Here we go. 23-yard line. Baker Mayfield shotgun formation. Rachaad White's in the backfield. McMillan's in motion. Baker looking for a target. Throws it deep. It is intercepted. It's intercepted by the Panthers by 56. And he gets brought down around the 17-yard line. Intercepted by Baker. Baker gets intercepted. Roseboom with the interception. First mistake of the day by Baker. Gets an interception. I just don't understand. Throws it right to him. Yeah, he undercut the route. Undercut the route. Mecca Buka was a target. Rose Boom interception. Rose Boom does this. Number one. So the Carolina Panthers going to be taking over in very, very good field position, already in field goal range, right around the 20-yard line. Christian Roseboom props on a pick. They're at the 19-yard line. Bryce Young is in shotgun formation. Hubbard's in the backfield. Throws it complete to number 4. Going to get the first down. Those are to McMillan for the first down. Why are you throwing 15-plus yards in these conditions? I have absolutely no idea. It is raining hard. This is hard rain. This is a steady, hard rain. I'm telling you right here, this is one of those days where you wish you have an umbrella if you're in Tampa. I don't know why you're throwing it that far down the field. You were moving really well, just the short stuff in the rain. So they're at the 9-yard line, looking real good. First and goal for the Panthers. Bryce Young's on the center. Hands it to Hubbard. Tries to get to the outside, and he gets to the outside, but he gets about a yard. Very short gain. Second and goal. Yeah, I just don't know why you're throwing it that far down the field. And when I say it's hard rain, this is not a medium. This is a steady, hard rain. Props to people who are at the game, the cheerleaders, because you're getting rained on if you don't have a poncho. You're not getting like a little bit of rain. You're getting a straight up drenched. The camera is like, when I'm seeing the plays, it's got water all over it. You're at the right before the 9-yard line. Bryce Young, play action pass, looking for a target. Throws it. It's gonna be touchdown. Touchdown Carolina. Touchdown Carolina. It's so much rain, I can't even see it. It's number 82. Tremble. I'm sorry, guys. It's so much rain on the screen, I can't even see the number too good. Tremble with the touchdown. Oh my goodness. It made it look easy. Yeah, that's a great question. Why are they throwing 15 yards in these conditions? I just don't get it. Yes, he goes in untouched. Number 82. Here we go. For the point after. Kick is up. It is good. Right down the middle. Rose Boom with the interception. And Tremble with the touchdown. Things change that quick. Baker Mayfield throw. They showing an interception again. Right to Rose Boom. Right back in the game is right. That's what they said. Bucs are doing really well. They were driving the ball well. They're playing great. You know, you didn't have to be that aggressive, but that's what we've seen this year. Baker Mayfield is become like Brett Favre. She's just becoming like a gunslinger. And yeah, you can get those big plays from time to time, but I agree. I don't know why you're throwing a ball that far down the field in these conditions. And it was an easy interception to Roseboom. It was more to him than it was to Mecca Buka. So there you go. And I'll go on record as saying this much, that if the Bucs do squeak it out and they win this game and they make it to the playoffs, I would say they got a good grace and a blessing for that, because quite frankly, the Bucs don't deserve to make the playoffs. I'm just going for the way it is. You went 6-2 to start the season. You get a break, your bye week, and then you proceed to go losing 7 out of the last 8 games. So not good. Not good at all. And the way I look at the Bucs is like they're carrying emotional baggage from one game to the next. Somebody missed an assignment. You're upset at somebody because they didn't do what they're supposed to do, and they just carrying that emotion from one game to the next, to the next, to the next. So they still need a Falcons loss too. Yep. And that's another thing that the Saints are the Bucs rivals. I don't know if the Saints are going to be that motivated to beat the Falcons. Quite frankly, Olave is going to be out. I just think if you're the Bucs, you got your backs against the wall in all categories. That's why I was saying a couple weeks back, just win the last 2 to 3 games. This way you don't have to worry about this. But we'll see. They still have a 26 to, they said 30% chance. If they lose today, it's over. It's a wrap. You have no chance. Bucs lose today, they're eliminated from playoff contention. You win today, you have a shot. You have to see what happens tomorrow. And the rain is continuing. Good medium rain. The Panthers kick it off. So about the 4-yard line. It's at the 20. Fumble! He fumbled the ball. Let's see who recovers it. The ball slipped out of his hand. Let's see who recovers it. Uh-oh. Hold the phone, folks. It's a fumble ball on the ground. He just fumbled it. No contact. They're trying to sort it out. I don't know who has the ball yet. The ball just literally slipped out of his hand. They're trying. Come on, guys. Get up. Get out of this pile. The refs have not signaled yet. The players are saying the Bucs, but there's no signal from the refs yet. Come on, guys, back up. Let them sort it out. They're still sorting it out to see whose ball it is. The flag on a play. The refs have not signaled that whose ball it is yet. I have not seen official signal yet, so we're still waiting. Let's see what they say. Okay, so the Buccaneers do get recover the ball. Illegal block in the back against the Bucs, so it'll be brought back, but they don't lose the ball. They're very lucky they don't lose the ball. Sean Tucker did drop and fumble the ball, but he does recover the fumble. It was hard to see who got the ball. So the Bucs do retain the ball. So that's the good news. They're at the 15-yard line. Baker's on the center. Bucky Irvin's in the backfield. Hand off to Bucky. He's going to get stopped right as soon as the handoff. Lost about 4 yards. They smoked that play. Unimillion. Man, the Carolina Panthers got some pep in his step now. Second and 14 after that 4-yard loss. Literally right after he handed off, he smoked them in the backfield. Baker Mayfield, shotgun formation. Hands it off to Bucky Irvin again. Bucky's going to get about maybe 5 yards on a play. Let me get the clock here relined up for you guys. They're talking about Baker Mayfield being greedy on that play. That's what they were talking about. Here we go. It's a 14-yard line. Baker Mayfield shotgun formation. Rachaad White's the back. Dumps it off to Rachaad White. Rachaad White's looking close. He does get the first down. Good play by Rachaad White. Nice play. Spins and gets a first down. He's about 13 yards on a play. Really nice play by Rachaad White. And Rachaad White does have gloves on. Nice play, Rachaad White. First down. At the 26-yard line. 87's in motion. Hands up to Bucky Irvin. Bucky Irvin's going to get stopped for about a yard loss. Anytime they give it to my man Bucky, they sniffing it out. Rachaad White's coming back in the game. And we still got a good, steady, hard rain. Here we go. 26-yard line. Rachaad White's in motion. Throws it to Rachaad White in the flat. Rachaad White's going to get about 6 yards on a play. They give him 7 yards on a play. Beg your pardon, 7 yards. Here we go. 3rd down and 3. Here we go. Bucky Irvin's in the backfield. Baker Mayfield shotgun formation. Baker Mayfield looking for a target. He's going to rush for the first down and more. Going to get a good gain. Get about 12 yards on a play. Baker with the legs. Gets the first down. Good play by Baker. Yes, indeed. That's right. Only throw short pass. I agree. Don't have to throw Baker not only down the field, not in this rainy condition. Sean Tucker, for first time, he hands it off to him, but he slips and falls down. Going to be a loss of about 5 yards on a play. Sean Tucker is having a hard time with that footing back there. It's really raining. As soon as they hand it off to Sean Tucker, he bounces into Baker and he falls down. Baker tackles him. Here we go. Sean Tucker still in the backfield. Shotgun formation for Baker Mayfield. Mayfield drops the ball. Picks it up and gets the sack for a loss. Going to be about 3-yard loss. We have a Carolina Panther down, number 97. Yeah, Baker tries to throw and it just slips out of his hands. And again, the rain is falling. Good medium rain. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you guys. Yes, indeed. Here we go. 3rd and 15. Shotgun formation for Baker. Mecca Booker's in motion. The hands off to Rachaad White. And he's going to get about 7 yards on a play. So the Bucs are going to have to punt here. The Bucs are going to have to punt here. They're around midfield. All right, so we're getting ready for a punt. Riley Dixon's back there to punt. All right. Punt is up. Just barely gets it off. Gets a kick away. Going to get it down to about the 17-yard line. Let's see here. With 28 rushing yards on the day, Baker Mayfield set a single season career high with 379 rushing yards for the year. Nice. Let's see if it could turn into a playoff a playoff berth. And if you're just joining us, if the Bucs lose, they are eliminated from playoff contention. They must win today, and they have to hope that the Saints beat the Falcons tomorrow in order for the Bucs to make it. Have to win today, the Bucs, and they gotta hope tomorrow the Saints beat the Falcons. All right. So let's see here what the Bucs do. Commercial break. And it's been not a lot of highlights today. Really, I can tell you, Baker throws a touchdown, about an 8-yard pass to Cade Otton. Then you have a situation where Baker throws an interception, Rose boom. They go right down and score a touchdown, Bryce Young. And that's the touchdown, the 2 touchdowns for today. And you have a field goal by the Bucs. Oh, yes. So that's interesting. Baker Mayfield, first round pick, and so is Bryce Young. So the Carolina Panthers taking over around the 17-yard line. Bryce Young is under center. Hands it off to Dowdle. Gets about 2 yards. Here we go. 2nd and 9. Bryce Young is changing the play. Dowdle is in the back. Shotgun formation for Bryce Young. Bryce Young is looking for a target. Scrambling a bit. Throws it. Downfield complete. First down to McMillan. Going to get about 17 yards on a play. They give him 14 yards on a play. Here we go. Bryce is on the center. Number 18's in motion. Dowdle's the back. Play action pass. Bryce looking for a target. Throws it complete to 15. Get Junior. Horn Jr. I beg your pardon. Horn Jr. Sorry about that. Horn Jr. First down. Panthers. Moving the ball pretty good this drive here. All right, so hand it off to Dowdle. He's going to get about 6 yards on a play. And we're getting close to the 2-minute warning here. 2-minute warning. It's a 2-minute warning now. Panthers get the football in the second half, beginning of second half. 2-minute warning. Panthers are driving well here. 2-minute warning, folks. Let's see what the Bucs do. 2-minute warning. Yeah, so let's see what the Bucs do here today. I'm curious to see if they come out with a win today. Curious to see if they pull it off. But again, if the Bucs lose, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Season's over. And with these conditions, it's tend to believe it's not going to be a high scoring game. So we'll see what the Bucs do. Props to the fans that are sticking around, getting drenched. Cheerleaders, everybody. Wildcard weekend begins next week. Wildcard weekend begins next week. All right, we're coming back from the 2-minute warning. They're right around the 50-yard line. Bryce Young is shotgun formation. Dowdle is the back. Here we go. Play action pass. Throws it. Incomplete. Number 82 is a target. So they're showing a satellite. It's going to be raining pretty much for a good little while, too, based on the radar. It's going to be raining for a minute, probably the whole game. 3rd and 6. Here we go. Shotgun formation. Hubbard's the back. All right. So Bryce is looking for a target. Throws it. It's intercepted. Intercepted. Nice. By Parrish. Intercepted. Intercepted by the Bucs. Yes. That pass, I'm not surprised that pass was picked off. And the reason why I'm not surprised it was picked off, because he looked the whole way, the target. You can't just lock in a receiver in the NFL and just stand there and stare him down, literally. Interception by Parrish. You can't, and I'm not surprised that ball got picked off, because Bryce Young made a rookie mistake. He just looked the whole way at that receiver. I'm like, you're throwing the ball to the right. You're looking the whole way to the right like this. Hikes it the whole time. The whole time. You can't do that. I thought he was going to lock in on the right and then just like turn to the left and fool him to somebody on the left. But no, he literally just stared it down the whole time. Great play by the Bucs. All right, so the Bucs gonna be taking over here after the interception. Got a chance to score before halftime because Carolina gets the ball at half. Stared it down the whole time, Bryce. Yeah, rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. Here we go. Okay, so the Bucs taking over at the 42-yard line. Baker's on the center. Bucky Irvin's the back. Cade Otton's in motion. Hands it off to Bucky Irvin. Bucky Irvin runs up the middle. Gonna get a nice run. Gets forward about 6 or 7 on the yards on the play. There we go. Yeah, that ball was late, and he stared it down the whole time. Here we go. Baker's on the center. Hands it off to Sean Tucker. Sean Tucker trying to get the outside, and he cannot. He's going to lose about 2 yards on a play. So the clock is still ticking. The Bucs have all 3 timeouts. So do the Panthers, and no one's stopping the clock. Under a minute to go in the second quarter. Yeah, I'm a little surprised the Bucs didn't take a timeout either. You're at the 47-yard line, and I would have called a timeout if I was the Bucs. They're taking too much time off the clock. Baker's looking for a target. Shaking and baking. Baker's shaking and baking. And he's going to throw the ball complete to Otten across the field. Going to get about 15 yards on a play. They take a timeout with 18 seconds left. I would have taken a timeout if I was the Bucs. He gets it off at the last second. Baker Mayfield to Cade Otton. So they're in field goal range now. But you really don't have much time now to run too many plays. They're at the 32-yard line. The Panthers call a timeout. Panthers take a timeout. 18 seconds left. All right, so the Bucs still have all 3 timeouts remaining. Here we go. McMillan's in motion. Baker Mayfield hands off to Bucky Irvin. Bucky Irvin is going to get about 8 yards on a play. Timeout for the Bucs. 13 seconds left. Yeah, I would have called a timeout sooner. Here we go. They're at the 25-yard line. Hand off to Bucky Irvin again. Bucky Irvin's going to get the first down. Going to get about 4 yards on the play. They're right around the 20-yard line. Bucs take another timeout. You're right down the middle and easy field goal range. I would have wished the Bucs would have called a timeout sooner, and I think now is a good time you could attempt to try to go for the end zone. Seems like the Bucs are playing for the field goal here. Let's see what they do. Baker Mayfield's shotgun formation. Bucky Irvin's in the back. Hands off to Bucky Irvin again. They call a timeout, and it really was about placement. They stopped right in the middle of the field at the 18-yard line. So the Bucs call their final timeout. Chase McLaughlin's coming out for a field goal attempt. Yeah, I agree. They did box himself into this field goal attempt, which is better than nothing. Here we go. Chase McLaughlin is right down the center. 36-yard attempt. He's dead center, right in the middle of the field. 36-yard attempt. Let's see what they do. And this is in the rain. Kick is up. Right down the middle. Chase McLaughlin. Good. 2 seconds left. Oh, wait, there's a flag on the play. Legal formation. Defense. Penalty decline. All right. Chase McLaughlin. Good for 36. Right down the middle. In the rain. The rain did lighten up some. Still raining, but I would say it's more of a medium rain instead of a hard rain. Still steady rain, though. Let's see what they do here. 2 seconds left. Still raining. It's more like a medium rain now, though. Did light up a little bit. Let's see what they do here. Here we go. The kick is up. It's in the end zone here. So no time taken off the clock. Let's see what the Panthers do with the ball with 2 seconds left. I think they're going to kneel here because the coach already took the headset off with 2 seconds left. So Bryce Young, let's see what he does. So the Carolina Panthers get the ball to start the second half. Let's see if they play aggressive with 2 seconds. I doubt it. Nope, they kneel. So we're at halftime now. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Whoops, wrong one. Halftime. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right. All right, we're back. We're back here on the Allen Alford Sports Talk Show. Carolina's taking over. Here we go. At the 35-yard line, Bryce Young's under center. Gives it to Dotto. He's going to get about 4 yards on the play. And good thing is it seemed like it stopped raining there. Let me just get double check that. Yeah, it did stop here for the raining for the Tampa. I don't see any rain. So that's good news there. That could be good news and bad news if you're the Bucs, because now you should be able to move the ball a little bit better if you're the Panthers. Shotgun formation. Bryce Young looking for a target. Throws it. Complete. Couple yards short of the first down. Let's see what the Bucs do. Make sure the clock is on point. Here we go. Hubbard's the back. Play action pass. Throws it. It's complete, but it's short for about a yard for the first down. Picks up a yard. Needed 2. 4th and 1. Carolina's going to go for it. I think he held on to it. I wouldn't challenge it if I'm the Bucs. Just let it go. You got a yard on a play. Some challenges are just not worth it. 4th and 1. Hubbard's going up the middle. He gets the first down. Gets about 2 yards on the play. So he does get the first down. So Hubert up gets the first down. And the Panthers looking like they got some urgency in this drive here. Shotgun formation. Dowdle is the back. Looking for a target. Bryce Young scrambling and throws it in the ground. Incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10. All right. Props to live on assist. And Fan Man is the man. Props to Fan Man is the man, folks. Here we go. Bryce looking for target. Throws it deep. It's complete over the middle. Gets about 20 yards on the play. So the Panthers are moving the ball pretty well here. Now that there's no rain. Uh-oh. That's the deepest pass he thrown the whole game. So the rain has subsided so far for the Bucs fans, which is good. Let's see. Okay. Bryce Young's under center. Play action pass to Dowdle. Throws us behind the Dowdle. Incomplete pass. All right, so let's see what we got here. Props to Fan Man. My year's already starting off fantastic. Live on assist joining us and Fan Man. That's right. You know my year's going to be fantastic. 2026. Yes. Backward pass went out of bounds. Yeah, that's clearly a backwards pass. Second and 16. Loss of 6 yards on a play. They call it a backwards pass. Bryce Young shotgun formation. Dowdle is the back. Bryce Young throws it incomplete. Here we go. Shotgun formation. Hubbard is the back. Bryce Young looking for a target. Looking for a target. Throws it complete over the middle to Hubbard. He's going to get about 8 yards on a play, short of the first down. Levante David with the stop. All right, he's going to try it. Soggy ground and all. They're going to try a 54-yard attempt. Ryan Fitzgerald. He's on the right hash. 54-yard attempt. It's not a give me. This on natural grass, and it's rained all pretty much up until halftime. Kick is up. Slider, no good, no good, no good, no good. So the Bucs going to get good field position here. Fitzgerald is short, and he kicked it to the left. That, to me, was not a good attempt. It's raining. You have a rainy, soggy field. Yes, it's not raining right now at this moment, but that's not a short kick. Natural grass, I wouldn't have kicked it. I wouldn't have kicked that field goal. I'm telling you right now. He gets a little slip on his plant foot when he tries to kick it. The ground is drenched, to say the least. And I'm not surprised at all that he missed it. So the Bucs are going to get very, very good field position. And being that the field is so soggy and wet, you'd have to figure that if you get a couple of scores here, that being the Bucs, that really puts you in a great position to win this game. That's how you got to look at it if you're the Bucs, because it is a really wet field. It rained really hard the first half of the game. It stopped raining for now, thankfully for the people that are there. But the field is wet and drenched. Yeah. Oh, let me take this off halftime. We'll be right back. Sorry about that. All right. So we're going to take time that they're changing possessions here. I'm going to give props to Sam Scola Songs. That's right. Thank you, Sam Scola Songs. He does all the music here for the Allen Alford Sports Talk show. That's him right there. All the songs are available on YouTube and Spotify. Want to thank Sam Scola Songs and want to thank also his wife, Mary, for the music. And there you go, Sam Scola Songs. I'm going to give you the way how you can meet him in just a few moments. And hand it off to Bucky Irvin. Bucky Irvin's going to get about 5 yards on the play. So Here we go. Bucky Irvin's back. Baker's on the center. McMillan's in motion. Play action pass. They're going to sack him. You're going to get a loss of about 7 yards on a play. Mohig. Yes. So we're back to 3rd and 10. So Panthers not going away just yet. Baker Mayfield shotgun formation. Rashad White's in the backfield. Baker looking for a target. Throws it complete over the middle to Cade Otton, but he's going to be short. Going to get about 7. Needed 10. 4th down for the Bucs. Seem like the Bucs, they love living on the edge. Here we go. They're going to go for it. Here we go. 4th and 2. Uh-oh. I know the Rays stopped, but, I mean, here we go. They're at the 48-yard line. Chris Godwin's in motion. Baker's shotgun formation. Wait. Oh. I thought he was going to go for it. They try to get him to draw him offside. They don't bite. They did have somebody flinch, but he got back in time. Rose Boom, the one who got the pick. So you're gonna go ahead and they got the delay of game. They're gonna kick it to the Panthers. I'm glad they were just doing a fake. I'm like, all right, you have to do the possession game here. So they're gonna get ready for the punt. Riley Dixon's in the backfield. The rain has stopped and the crowd is back. The kick is up. The punt is up. Fair catch called. Going to take over around the 7-yard line. So the Panthers going to be deep in their territory. Seahawks and the 49ers will be on a bit later. And yes, if you do want to reach Sam Scola songs, make sure you go ahead and look at him right here. Sing along with Sam at gmail.com. Sing along with Sam at gmail.com. Now, that email, sing along with Sam at gmail.com, is for deals only. Deals only, no spam, please. Deals only, no spam. Sing along with Sam at gmail.com. That's for deals only. No spam, please. Thank you to Sam Scola Songs and his wife, Mary, for being a musician here on the Allen Alford Sports Talk Show. We tremendously appreciate you. I'm going to give you another opportunity to write that email down. Sing along with Sam at gmail.com. Sing along with Sam. Sing along with Sam at gmail.com. There you go. So we're going to see what we can do here. All right. All right. That's good. It stopped raining there. All right, here we go. So Bryce Young is under center. Hubbard is the back. 82 is in motion. Hands it off to Hubbard. He's going to get a stop for a loss for about a yard or two behind the line of scrimmage. See, this is good when the Carolina Panthers get stopped up because they're running out their own clock the way I look at it. Bryce Young is in the backfield and nobody is shotgun formation. Nobody's no back in the backfield. Hubbard's looking for a target. Throws it complete to Hubbard. He's going to get about 4 yards on a play. Flag on a play. Illegal contact defense against the Bucs. Automatic first down. Against the Bucs. Illegal contact. Levante David, number 54. Flag on Levante David, the vet. Illegal contact. So they give the Panthers first down. The ball's just shy of the 11-yard line. Bryce Young shotgun formation. Hubbard's in the backfield. Number 82 is in motion. They hike the ball. Bryce Young looking for a target. Looking left, throws it complete to number 82, and you're going to get the first down. Get about 13 yards on a play. He does that. Tremble. So Tommy Tremble with the first down. They're at the 24-yard line now. Number 15's in motion. Hand off to Hubbard. He's going to get about 5 yards on a play. Okay. Here we go. 2nd and 5. Bryce Young's on the center. Hubbard's the back. Hands it off to Hubbard. He's going to get about 2 yards on a play. Tremble is pushing with no helmet on. The Tremble helmet came flying off. They say it should have been a penalty. 3rd and 2. Yeah, it should have been a penalty. But, I guess I don't know. 3rd and 2. Bryce Young looking for a target. Throws it deep to number 4, complete. Going to get about 30 yards on a play. To McMillan. Flag on the play. Let's hold the phone, folks. This looks like it's coming back. It's bad when they start walking back the other way. Yeah, that's offensive pass interference. So they give it offensive pass interference, 3rd and 12. 3rd and 12. They're all the way back to the almost a 22-yard line. Bryce Young shotgun formation. Hubbard's the back. Here we go. Bryce Young looking for a target. Still looking for a target. He gets some pressure and he throws it out of bounds. Nice play. Defensive play for the Bucs. Let's go, Bucs. There you go. That's what you need. That's a win because they took a lot of time off their own clock. That's what I'm saying. If you're Carolina, you need to move the ball a little bit more. Okay, you have the second half. It's not raining, but the thing about it is you're behind and you have to play the field position type game. All right, they're going to punt it back to the Bucs here. Punt is up. It calls for a fair catch around the 31-yard line. Okay, that was a good possession by the Bucs defensively because you let the Carolina Panthers kind of take off their own clock. And if you could go ahead and have a very nice long drive here and you're the Bucs and score, you're putting yourself in a very, very good position to win this game because the field is drenched, it's wet, you don't have as much traction. It's not raining, which is good, but I just feel like this is going to be one of those possession type games. Felt as if the Panthers they should have been a little bit more aggressive offensively, a little bit more a sense of urgency. You know, moving it along. Yes, hello, Yusuf. Always a pleasure. Go Bucs is right. Always great to hear from Yusuf. All right. That's right. Go Bucs. And for the USF 4Ms, go Storm. It's definitely it was storming earlier today for the Bucs. That's for sure. It's not raining now though. That's good. But it was raining for pretty much the first full half. Hard rain too, but it has stopped. Nice. So it's gonna be awesome. Yes. Yeah, I just feel as if the Carolina Panthers, they really should have played the last position. I felt with a little bit more sense of urgency. You took a lot of time off the clock for you on your own behalf. You're down in this game by 6 points. Doesn't sound like a lot, but the field is drenched. So they did call a big penalty, McMillan, for that offensive pass interference, which would have been a 20-plus yard gain. So Baker's taking over at the 31-yard line, under center. Bucky Irvin's in the backfield. Hikes the ball, play action pass, throws it to Emeka Ibuka. He's going to get about 8 yards on the play. That seemed like a flag. Why are you tackling him out of bounds? Here we go. First, about 8 yards on a play to Emeka Ibuka. That's the first attempt today, and now you're seeing Emeka Ibuka. He has the gloves on. He didn't have the gloves on during the rain. He has them on now. So 8 yards on the play. He's under center. Baker. Bucky Irvin's back. He hands off to Bucky. Bucky's going to get the first down. He's going to get about exactly 2 yards on the play. Yes. See, they're saying the same thing I'm telling you guys, that if you're the Panthers, you should have had a little bit more of a sense of urgency because the defense has been playing good. This is not going to be a very high scoring game. The field is soaking wet. The first half was drenched rain. I think you got to play like with a bit more urgency if you're the Panthers offensively. So Baker's hands it off to Bucky Irvin again. Nice gain by Bucky. Going to get about 6 yards on a play. So the clock is just tick to tick to tick. So Baker's on the center. Bucky Irvin's the back. McMillan is in motion. Hands off to Bucky Irvin again. Bucky Irvin's going to get about 2 yards on a play. So it's going to be a third and like short, 2. Running backs this season, rushing yards. So Bucky Irvin's just leading Rachaad White by 7 yards for the rushing yards for the whole season. All right, so they hand it off to Bucky Irvin again, and he's going to get the first down, get about 3 yards. Gets the first down. So the clock just keep on ticking. Tick to tick to tick. I know we wouldn't be thinking about that this early, but if you're the Panthers, you got to think about that because the field is soaking wet. All right. So they're at the 48-yard line. Baker's on the center. Bucky Irvin's a back. Cade Otton's in motion. Play action pass. Baker eludes a sack. He's still rushing. Throwing it incomplete. Cade Otton was sacked. I mean, is there a flag on the play? They were tangled up. Scott and Cade Otton. Cade Otton was on the floor. Flag on the play. This is going to be more than likely defensive pass interference. First down, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They give defensive pass interference. Something was up because Cade Otton was on the ground. Yeah, he tripped him a bit. 21. Yeah, so Baker's on the center. Sean Tucker's the back now. Cade Otton's in motion. Hands off to Sean Tucker. Sean Tucker is going to get stopped for about a yard or 2 loss. It's been a rough go at running the ball for Sean Tucker today. Not really getting much holes, and he had trouble with his footing. So rough go at running the ball for Sean Tucker so far today. He had the fumble that he recovered himself when they had during special teams. So Baker's shotgun formation. Sean Tucker's the back. McMillan is in motion. Hands off to Sean Tucker. Sean Tucker's going to get about 3 yards. And that should be the final play of the third quarter. So the crowd is booing because they don't like this concerted play call. I think that's what you need to do with a soaking field wet. And you're taking time off the clock. So if you're the Bucs, it's going to take it all the way down to the end of the third quarter. You're able to chew a lot of time off the clock and get a touchdown. That's going to put the Panthers in a really tough position to go ahead and score with the way the defense is playing, the way the field is wet. We'll see. See, when the field is wet and drenched like this, and there hasn't been a lot of scoring in the first half, understandably, because of the fact that it's been raining like cats and dogs, you really shorten up the game, because of the fact that offensively you just can't have that run and gun on both sides of the field. So I think the more that the Bucs kind of play like, this time possession type football, I think it goes in their favor. So it's the end of the third quarter. Yeah, see, there's a thin line between being a gunslinger, trying to get a lot of offense, and trying to play the possession game. The Bucs have to win this game in order for them to have any chance of making the playoffs. The Panthers win, they're in. But the Bucs win, we have to wait and see what happens tomorrow. If the Bucs win, the Saints have to win as well. But if you lose, you have no shot. So let's see here. So let's take a look here. All right. So end of the third quarter. All right. So let's see here. Okay, so the Bucs shotgun formation for Baker. Rashad White's the back at the 34-yard line. Chris Godwin's in motion. Baker looking for a target. Shaking and baking, looking for a target. He's going to take it out the backfield, and he's going to get about maybe a 3-yard gain. So fourth down. It's going to be a 47-yard attempt by Chase McLaughlin. And it's no guarantee the rain it's not raining anymore, but the field is soaked. And you know how it goes with your plant foot, your kicker. 47-yard attempt. Good news is they're dead center. Dead center. No, I'm sorry. They're on the right hash. I beg your pardon. Right hash, 48-yard attempt. 48-yard attempt. Kick is up. It's looking good. Good for Chase McLaughlin. It's good. Chase McLaughlin. So Christian McCaffrey and the Seahawks in the next game. So the Bucs do convert some offense there. Yes. Okay. Chase McLaughlin is good for 48 yards out to extend Tampa Bay's lead, 16-7. McLaughlin is 3 for 3 on the day and has hit 3+ field goals in a game for the 5th time this season. Way to go. On the year, McLaughlin is 32 for 37 at 86.5 kick percentage. Nice. Way to go, Chase McLaughlin. All right, let's take a look here. It's coming down to the wire. Okay. Let's go. Let's see what the Bucs can do here. All right. It was a definitely a big score for the Bucs to get that field goal. It's a 2-possession game. If you're the Panthers, you're gonna have to run more of a sense of urgency for sure on the offensive end. All right, they're about ready to punt it back off. Kick it off, I should say. Here we go. Kickoff is up. They're gonna go ahead and touch back. If you're the Panthers, you're gonna have to play with a sense of urgency here. All right, let's see what they do here. Shotgun formation. They're at the 35. 15's in motion. Dowdle's the back. Get some pleasure. And he's going to get a pass complete. Going to get about 3 yards on a play. Pass was complete to Coker. All right. All right, Bryce Young, shotgun formation. Motion. Dowdle's the back. Throws it to Dowdle. Screen pass to Dowdle. He's going to get 5, 10, 15, 20, 23 yards on a play by Dowdle on a screen pass. Big time play for the Carolina Panthers. This game's not over, folks. Not over yet. Big play by Dowdle. Very nicely done. Nicely executed screen pass by Dowdle. Game's not over yet. Okay. Shotgun formation. They're all the way at the 38-yard line. A play action pass. Throws it complete to number 17. Gonna get about 6 yards on a play. All right, this game's not over yet. You're the Bucs. You cannot let the Panthers get a quick touchdown here. Here we go. They're at the 32-yard line. Number 82 and 84. Well, no, I'm sorry. Number shotgun formation. Play action pass. Throws it over the head of 18. Incomplete pass. Over the head of Coker. See what they do here. If you're the defense, you got to step up here. 3rd and 5. The 32-yard line. Shotgun formation for Bryce Young. Hubbard's the back. Throws it complete over the middle to number 17. And number 17 is hurt. He's getting up. Leggett. He's limping. Here we go. 20-yard line. 15's in motion. Uh-oh. Ball's on the ground. And I think the Bucs get it. The ball's on the ground. I think the Bucs recover it. We don't have official. Yes, the Bucs do recover it. Let's go, Bucs. Yes. Tampa Bay Buccaneers recover the ball. Ball on the ground. There was a little shuffling with the handoff. Falls on the ground. Bucs recover it. Let's go. Try to get tricky. No reason to get tricky. You were doing well. Try to be chickaroni, but it's not the time for it. The field is wet. Conditions are wet. It's not raining right now, but the field is soaked. Footing is not as good as it should be. You try to play the chickaroni, and it didn't work. Sometimes, you know what, man? You were moving the ball really well. Just keep doing what you're doing. Try to play hero ball, and this is what happened. Try to play that hero ball. That being the Panthers. I think he was trying to do a flea flicker. The ground is all soaking wet. You're moving the ball well. There's no reason to do a flea flicker right now. Okay. Yep. Go Bucs. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Joshua Fry. 58-15. Two mid-teams is right. Two mid-teams doing mid-level stuff. I mean, two mid-teams doing two mid-level stuff. Moving the ball pretty well. There's no reason for you to try to do a flea flicker. The ground is wet. Yes, it is not raining right now. It's not like it was in the first half, but the field is wet. You have to do short 6-7 yard gains and just work from that. You know, there's no reason to do a flea flicker. As you can see, they fumble the ball. The ball's still wet because the ground is still wet. Here we go. Baker's on the center. He's at the 27-yard line. Hands it off to Bucky Irvin. Bucky Irvin's trying to get to the outside. Gets about 3 yards on a play. It was a flea flicker. Yeah, try to do the decision to do a flea flicker. I don't understand why. Here we go. They're ripping up the Carolina Panthers for trying to do that flea flicker. Talk about the commentators at the 32-yard line. Play action pass. Throws it deep to number Johnson, 15. It's about 15 yards on a play. 17 on the play. Now, if you're the Bucs, you don't have to try to be gunslinging here. Just do the same. Get 6-7 yards a clip. I mean, it is a completed pass. We'll take it. But Baker looked like he ready to gear up and try to throw that offense on there. They're at midfield. It's shotgun formation, just like I'm telling you. Bucky Irvin's in the backfield. Here we go. The Bucs trying to do some gunslinging. They hand it off to Bucky Irvin. That's smart play. He gets about 3 yards on a play. Yeah, if you're the Bucs, you don't need to do some gunslinging right now. You just have to control the clock, run down the time, get your 6-7 yards a clip, and that's it. It's a 2-score game. Beat a better mid team today. That's right. Beat a better mid team today. If you're the Bucs. They're at the 48-yard line. Baker's shotgun formation. Rashad White's the back. Throws it complete to Chris Godwin. Going to get about 11 yards on a play. That's it. Stay in that short yardage type range. No reason to go in gunslinging. It's a 2-score game. You're moving the ball. The longer you hold on to it, the worse it is for Carolina. Baker's on the center at the 39-yard line. Rashad White's the back. Number 11's in motion. Hands it off to Rashad White. Rashad White's going to get about 3 yards on a play. And Mike Evans today, I don't believe has a catch yet. Here we go. Chris Godwin comes off the field. Baker's shotgun formation. Bucky Irvin's the back. Rashad White's in motion. Play action pass. Throws it to Cade Otton underneath for a screen pass. And he's going to get the first down and then some. There's about 15 yards on a play. Cade Otton does that. There you go. First down. Cade Otton. So this is a good offense right here for the Bucs. This is where they need to stay, right here in this short screen pass, safe play type formation. Chewing up the clock. Here we go. They're at the 25-yard line. Baker's on the center. Chris Godwin's in motion. Flag. They blow it dead before the play starts. Flag. False start. Offense. 28. I'm begging pardon. 88. Cade Otton. They give the false start on Cade Otton. Yes, it's a 2-score game. If the Bucs can meticulously drive down here and get a touchdown, it's going to be very difficult for the Panthers to come back and win this game. We're saying it right the way it is. Here we go. 30-yard line. Here we go. Hand it off to Rashad White. Rashad White's going to get about 7 yards on a play. There we go. This is the type of drive you want if you're the Bucs. Just taking time off the clock. Baker's on the center. Rashad White's in the backfield. Chris Godwin's in motion. Hand it off to Rashad White. Gets about 3 yards on the play. Here we go. Baker Mayfield. Shotgun formation. Rashad White's in the backfield. Baker looking for a target. Looking for a target. Still shaking and baking. Looking for a target. Running around. Looking for a target. Does a pump fake. Looking for a target. Still running. Throws it. Complete to Cade Otton. Yes, he does. Gets about 8 yards on a play. A little short of the first down. Throws it to Cade Otton. Gets just about a yard or two short of the first down. Let's see. Yeah. It's about a yard and a half short of the first down. 4th and 1. The Bucs are going to go for it. He throws a challenge flag. They're going to challenge the play to see if Cade Otton was indeed in bounds. It was very close to being out of bounds at his feet when he came down. Yeah, might as well use it. That's a good challenge by the Panthers. I mean, hey, 4 minutes, 39 seconds left in the game. You might as well use it. I don't know. Let me see the other angle. It looks close. I think he's good. I think his foot's good. I didn't see any when he landed. I didn't see any white chalk come up from his feet. So I think he's good. I know that sounds bad, but apparently they didn't have the other angle, maybe because of the rain. They just have the angle of to see if the guy gets a first down. He definitely was short by a yard and a half of the first down, but it doesn't look like he was out of bounds based on the one angle they showed. They haven't showed the other angle down the line. They showed the close up, like the pylon angle. And based on the pylon angle, I didn't see the white come up when he touched the ground. So I'm thinking it's good. I don't know if the rain had anything to do with it. Why they don't have the other angle, but they showing the real close up pylon angle. It looked good from that one. Let's see here. The fumble recovery is the 21st of his career. Levante David's 21 career fumble recoveries lead all active players and is a franchise record. Nice. Let's see. Levante David recovers the fumble, giving him his 35th career takeaway, which joins him with Pro Football Hall of Famers Ray Lewis and Brian Urlacher as the only players with 40 plus sacks and 35 plus takeaways since at least 1982. Congratulations to Levante David. That's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. There you go, Levante David. Yes. So they do win the challenge. So it's a 4th and 5. So Chase McLaughlin is out here to try to attempt a 38-yard attempt. He's on the left hash. Again, it's soaking field wet, so there's no guarantees. Kick is up and it's blocked. It's blocked. They blocked the field goal. They're just letting it stay there. They finally blow the whistle, but it's blocked. Chase McLaughlin kick is blocked. That's a good block. So that was a really good challenge because he kicks the challenge, he wins the challenge, and then the Panthers block the punt. I'm sorry, blocked the field goal. So no score, just all that time, tick, 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 for nothing. Still a 2-possession game. Carolina got to be very, very assertive, and you have to play with a sense of urgency on the offensive end. You can't do huddles anymore. You just got to be a rush offense here from here on in. If you're Carolina. Bryce Young is shotgun formation. Dowdle is the back. Here we go. They're at the 27-yard line. Here we go. Throws it, complete, short pass, gets about 7 yards on the play. If you're the Panthers, you got to do like a hurry-up type offense. They gave him 5 yards on the play. They're running off too much time off the clock. Chase Young, you got to hike the ball. Dowdle is the back. Here we go. Young looking for a target. Throws it complete. Tremble catches it. Complete. Gets about 12 yards on the play. They're already close to midfield already. And giving it right at the midfield, 50-yard line. Here we go. Just hold the phone, folks. Game ain't over yet. Let's see what these, as Joshua Fry says, two mid-teams do. They're at the midfield. Bryce Young, shotgun formation. Dowdle's the back. Bryce Young throws a screen pass to Dowdle. He's going to get stopped for a good loss for about 6 yards. Clock continues to move. Vita on the stop. Clock is just ticking away. Diaby and Vita on the stop. Shotgun formation for Bryce Young. No back in the backfield. They're at the 45-yard line. It's got to be a false start. They don't blow the whistle. Yaya Diaby's giving it pressure. Throws it away. There was really 2 flags on that play, if you ask me. Number 1, false start, and number 2, holding on Diaby. Third and 15. Here we go. Bryce Young, shotgun formation. I do agree. You have to try to push the ball down the field here if you're the Panthers. You're at the 45-yard line. Hubbard's in the backfield. Throws it complete. It's going to be well short of the first down and caught for about an 8-yard catch. It's 4th down. It seemed like the Panthers going to go for it. 4th and 8. You got 7 yards on that play. Levante Davis giving him instruction on the defensive end. Here we go. Bryce Young shotgun formation. Hubbard's the back. Clock continues to run. Here we go. Bryce Young looking for a target. It's a lot of pressure. Throws it deep. He's got a man open. Number 84, McMillan. He catches it. He's all the way down to the 5-yard line. This game is not over, folks. Big throw by Bryce Young to McMillan. Game ain't over yet, folks. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Game is not over yet. He blows right past Parrish. They stop him at the 8-yard line. Bryce Young looking for a target. Looking for a target. Still looking for a target. Throws it out of bounds. Game's not over yet, folks. Here we go. Here we go. Bryce Young, shotgun formation. Dowdle is in the back. The 8-yard line. All right, he's looking for a target. Throws it to the left. Touchdown! Touchdown! Coker! Coker coked him! He got it! Coker! Coker touchdown! 8-yard touchdown to Jalen Coker. He got it. Hold the phone, folks. Hold the phone. This game ain't over yet. Beautiful catch by Coker. Great pass. Great pass. Great pass. Great catch. This ain't over yet, folks. It ain't over yet. You're going to try to kick the point after here. On the left hash. Kick is up. And it's good. It's a 1-score game now. These got real interesting all of a sudden. Man. It ain't over yet, folks. The rain has came back now. It's starting to get the good rain. A good medium steady rain now. The rain came back. It was gone for a good quarter and almost more than a half, and the 3/4, and now it's back. It's raining real good now. Raining good back again in Tampa. Rained the whole first half. Stopped from the third quarter till all the way till 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the fourth quarter. So people got multiple showers today in Tampa. Rain has returned is right. Let's see what they do here. The kickoff. Catches it. Sean Tucker brings it to 20 to 25. Gets stopped to around the 29-yard line. All right. Let's see here. Here we go. And the rain has returned. Baker Mayfield's on the center. Bucky Irvin's the back. Hand it off to Bucky Irvin. He's going to get about 3 yards on a play. Carolina calls a timeout. 2 minutes, 17 seconds. Panthers are 7-2 with 1-score games the whole season. Let's take a look here and see what they do to close out the last regular season game. It's raining really good in Tampa now. Let's see here. The 32-yard line. Hand it off to Bucky Irvin again. Bucky's going to gets about 2 yards on a play. They call another timeout, Carolina. So 2:12, and then you got the 2-minute warning. Let's see what they do here. Rain is coming down really good, too. Here we go. 3rd and 4. Baker's in the center. Rashad White's the back. Play action pass. Throws it complete to Cade Otton. Cade Otton going to get about 15 yards on a play. 20-yard completion. 2-minute warning. It's not over yet, but I hear the big robust lady starting to warm up in the background. It's not over yet. 2-minute warning. Nice rollout, simple play to Cade Otton. It's about 20 yards on a play. Holds on to the ball tight. That's what you need to do. So you guys think the Bucs are going to make it to this, to the playoffs? Who thinks New Orleans is going to beat the Falcons? Let's see. Yes, shout out to Elite Cage Combat. Make sure you guys check out all the content for Elite Cage Combat. And make sure you follow Elite Cage Combat 24. A lot of fun and action there. Shout out to Elite Cage Combat. And also shout out to Joe Cup. That's awesome. Awesome times. Elite Cage Combat. Make sure you check out all the content. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and then some. And then Cade Otton is up to 94 receiving yards on the day, a season high, and the second most for his career, trailing only week 7 of the 2024 season with 100 yards. Shout out to Cade Otton. Makes a big play there, gets that catch, and then he secures the ball. Really, really smart play by Cade Otton. They were going to try to punch that one out. So we're at the 2-minute warning. If the Bucs are able to get another first down, this game is over. They will win the game because the Carolina Panthers only have one timeout remaining. They're playing for them to stop them and not get that first down. So if the Bucs are able to get a first down, the game is over. Here we go. Here we go. 2-minute warning is over now. They're coming back. They're at the 45-yard line. Baker's under center. Bucky Irvin's back. Chris Godwin's in motion. Hand off to Bucky Irvin. Bucky Irvin's going to get a short gain for about 2 yards. And the Panthers call their final timeout. 1:56 remaining. No timeouts anymore for the Panthers. Bucs have all 3. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what the Bucs do. And it's raining really good here. All right, they're at the 44-yard line. Bucky Irvin is in the back. Baker's on the center. Hand it off to Bucky Irvin. He's going to get about 3 yards. Here we go. Game's not over yet. If you're Carolina, you're hoping that you stop them here on this so they don't get a first down. If you're the Bucs, you try to convert the first down. You do a play action, a screen pass, something to give you a chance to get a first down, and the game's over. Let's see what they do. 1:11 left. Bucs take a timeout. I would try to play for a first down. If I'm the Bucs, I'm going to try to play for the first down. That's what I'm going to do. Let's see what the Bucs do because the game's not over yet. A field goal wins the game for the Panthers, just so you know. But no timeouts for the Panthers. The Bucs are huddling up. Baker Mayfield's under center. Bucky Irvin's the back. They're at the 41-yard line. They hand it off to Bucky Irvin, and he's going to get a couple yards. Way short of the first down. Yeah, if you're the Bucs, you got to punt the field goal. You got to punt the ball here. Fourth and 4. All right, so they get a delay of game. They don't jump off sides. Delay game of the Buccaneers. 24 seconds remaining. Yeah, if you're a Bucs fan, you are nervous because, it could be a block, could be a return. You don't know. Here we go. The punt team is coming out. And not only that, it could be a Hail Mary. You don't know. So the Carolina has no returner back deep. They're going to play for the block. Here we go. All right. You better not jump off sides if you're the Panthers. Okay. So the Bucs take another timeout. Wanted to see what they're going to do. Not over yet, folks. Here we go. All right. They have 26 seconds on the clock now. There's no man back there to get the punt. They're playing for the block. Punt is up. It's good. Drifting back. Not catching it. And they pick it up around the 4-yard line. So the Panthers are going to be all the way down by the 4-yard line. Great punt. by Dixon. Great job by Dixon. Let's see. Let's see what the Panthers do. They have 16 seconds. No timeouts, 16 seconds. Bryce Young. Well, they added 2 more seconds, or 18 seconds. $18 seconds on the clock. Bryce Young is shotgun. He's in the end zone. They're at the 3-yard line. Here we go. Bryce Young throws it deep. No, he throws a pass about 20 yards to 18, stays in bounds. That's not a good play. Coker, I mean, it's not a good play call design. Spiked it around the 23-yard line. I don't know why you would throw a ball that far in the middle of the field and only about 20 yards on a play. Let's see what they do with 3 seconds. They have 3 men at the line and all 8 men in the backfield for the Bucs. Shotgun formation, no back in the backfield. Let's see what they do here. The Bucs drop all 8 men in covers, 3 men. Diaby, Beta. There we go. Throws it over the middle field to 18. He hikes it to 4. He pitched it back to number 58. He fumbles the ball, and the game is over. The game is over. The Bucs win. No miracle in Tampa. Yes, this is not the miracle in Miami. It's no miracle in Tampa. The game is over. Bucs win. The Bucs win. Bucs win. I haven't said it in a long time. Bucs win. Bucs win. Bucs win. So all you need now is the Saints to beat the Falcons, and the Bucs go to the advance to the playoffs. So let's go Saints. Let's go Saints. Let's go Saints. Saints got to win, beat the Falcons, and then the Bucs will advance. So I haven't said it in a long time. Bucs, I believe, lost the last 7 of 8. They go ahead and win today. So they win. They win at home. They defend the home court. Bucs win. Very, very nicely done. We're all Saints fans this weekend, folks. Go Saints. Saints win. The Bucs get in. Saints win. We're all Saints fans this weekend. So the Bucs win. Shout out to Melvin. Really appreciate you. Yes, so the Bucs win. I haven't said that in quite some time now, but they do close the show out. They win. It's still raining now. It's raining in Tampa. Yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I appreciate everybody chiming in today. Really appreciate you guys. In fact, okay, go Saints. That's it. If you're a Bucs fan, that's the only thing you can say is go Saints. That's it. Go Saints. So definitely appreciate you guys chiming in. Let me see here. Yes, go Saints. Appreciate you guys chiming in. Definitely was awesome. We will see if I'm back. We will see if I'm back if the Saints win, I'll be back to cover the playoff game. If not, I can't believe it ends like this in a cliffhanger. But props to Assist Sports, live on Assist. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate all of you chiming in. It's been real fun, regardless of how it plays itself out. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching another great episode of the Allen Alford Sports Talk Show. We're going to go ahead and wish you guys a happy new year. Make sure you make 2026 the best year ever. Don't be a hater, be a player congratulator. I'll see Yusuf in the Orlando Storm. So let's go Bucs. Let's go Saints. And let's go Orlando Storm. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you again on Friday night on the Allen Alford Sports Talk Show. Be blessed, be well, and Happy New Year to you all. Talk to you guys later.
It's the end of